In football, there are matches that decide who qualifies, there are matches that decide who goes home, and there are matches that become a final chance. A final chance for the dream, a final chance for hope, and a final chance to prove that you are still alive. And that was exactly what happened in the match between Bosnia and Herzegovina and Qatar. Because this game was not just 90 minutes, it was a battle between a team trying to hold on to the last thread of hope and another team trying to escape the word elimination. In the end, one team walked away still dreaming, and the other saw its dream come to an end. Before the match started, there was a small piece of history between the two teams. Bosnia and Qatar had not faced each other many times. Their meetings were rare compared to other international matchups. The last time they met was a friendly match in 2022. Qatar won that game 1-0, and it was Qatar's first victory in the history of their meetings with Bosnia. That's why this World Cup clash was a chance for Bosnia to get revenge, and it was a chance for Qatar to prove that their previous win was not a coincidence. But this time, the stakes were much higher, because what was on the line was not a friendly match, it was survival in the World Cup. Before the match began, both teams were in difficult situations. Bosnia entered the game after a heavy 4-1 defeat against Switzerland, a loss that made many people say their campaign was almost over and that their qualification chances were nearly impossible. But in the World Cup, there is always one last opportunity, and Bosnia knew that this opportunity had to be grabbed by any means necessary. As for Qatar, the situation was even more difficult because almost any result other than a win meant the end of their journey. That means both teams entered the match under huge pressure, but each one was carrying a different type of pressure. Bosnia was playing for hope, and Qatar was playing against the end. Before the match started, there was a very important moment for Bosnia because Edin Dzeko entered the game in his 150th appearance for his national team. 150 international matches, a terrifying number. A number that very few players in the entire world managed to reach. Imagine, Dzeko's first international match was back in 2007. At that time, many players who are playing in the World Cup today were still children, and many legendary stars had retired years ago. But Dzeko stayed, scoring, fighting, and carrying his national team on his shoulders. That's why this match was more than just a game for him. It was a special night, but it needed to end with a victory. And from the first whistle, the match started cautiously. No rushing, no crazy attacking. Every team knew that one mistake could cost them the entire tournament. As the minutes passed, Bosnia started controlling possession more, taking more control of the game, and reaching Qatar's penalty area more often. But Qatar was still there, and that was very important, because anyone who only looks at the final score will say that Bosnia completely dominated. But the truth was different. Qatar was still in the match, and they were a difficult opponent. And the numbers prove it. Bosnia had 55% possession and Qatar had 45%, meaning the difference was not that big. Bosnia completed 464 passes and Qatar completed 405 passes. The passing accuracy was 91% for Bosnia and 88% for Qatar, meaning Qatar was not just standing there watching, Qatar was playing, and they had some very good moments. But the real difference was in taking advantage of chances. As the minutes passed, Bosnia started looking more dangerous. The chances became more frequent, and the Bosnian fans started feeling that this could be the night of the comeback. Then came the moment everyone talked about after the match. The moment of Kerim Alajbegovic. Because what he scored was not a normal goal, not just an important goal, it was the type of goal people go back and watch years later. A goal that belongs in the best goals videos of the tournament. Some goals give you 3 points, and some goals belong in museums. And this goal was the second type. The moment the ball went in, everyone stood still, even the neutral fans, because they were watching something special, one of the most beautiful goals of the entire tournament. And that goal changed the shape of the match. It gave Bosnia even more confidence. Meanwhile, Qatar started feeling the pressure, because time was running out and the dream was getting further away. Every passing minute was bringing the team closer to elimination, but Qatar did not give up. And that deserves credit. They kept trying, they kept attacking, and they kept searching for any chance to get back into the match. And in the moment the Qatari fans were waiting for, the captain appeared, Hassan Al-Haidous, one of the most important players in the history of Qatari football and one of the symbols of the golden generation. He scored Qatar's goal, and suddenly, hope returned. Suddenly, the fans started dreaming again because the score became possible to come back from. And because one more goal could have changed everything. In moments like these, you could feel the match was about to explode. You could feel that Qatar might actually come back. But Bosnia had a different opinion because they were playing like it was a final. The team knew that any dropped points could end everything, and that's why they started pressing again, focused again, and decided to finish the job. When we look at the shots, we understand why Bosnia was the more dangerous side. 15 shots for Bosnia, compared to 9 for Qatar. 5 shots on target, compared to only 3 for Qatar, meaning the difference was there. But it was not the kind of difference that makes you expect a comfortable 3-1 result. And that proves how much closer the match was than the score suggests. Even the corners were equal, 5 for Bosnia and 5 for Qatar. And that shows that Qatar was attacking and trying. But the problem was the final touch and the ability to take advantage of chances. And Bosnia was simply better in that area. And with every passing minute, things became clearer. Bosnia closer to victory and Qatar closer to elimination. Because football can sometimes be cruel, there came a moment when the Qatari fans began to accept the truth, that the journey was ending, that the dream was fading, and that the tournament would continue without them. On the other side, the Bosnian celebration was growing, because the team that many had written off after the defeat to Switzerland was back to life, back in the fight, and back holding on to hope. And that is one of the most beautiful things about the World Cup. No matter how hard you are hit, there is always a chance to come back. And in truth, this match was not just a Bosnian victory. It was also a celebration of Edin Dzeko's journey. 150 international appearances, and still fighting, still leading his country, still trying to write a new chapter in his career. At the same time, this match was painful for Qatar because Hassan Al-Haidos and many players from this generation knew this could be their last World Cup, and that made the exit feel heavier, harder, and far more painful. And in the end, the match was over. Bosnia 3, Qatar 1. But the story was never just about a scoreline. It was the story of a team that refused to give up after a heavy defeat. The story of a captain reaching 150 international appearances. The story of a world-class goal that might stay among the best of the tournament. And the story of a Qatari side that fought until the very last minute, but couldn't stop fate. At the beginning, it was a survival match. Then it became a celebration of Dzeko's milestone. Then it turned into a night of a spectacular goal. Then it became a painful farewell for Qatar. And in the end, it became a night where Bosnia told the world, we are not done yet. Still hope, still a dream, still a chance worth fighting for. As for Qatar, they exited the tournament, but they left fighting until the final whistle. And in tournaments like the World Cup, sometimes the result ends, but the story keeps going.